The mosque is a weapons-free zone.
Okay.
Thank Poor people.
I saw your daughter's name in the school's recruitment database. I moved her to the accepted category.
You mean...
Your daughter's now a Tarsus girl. Check with the authorities before letting her move into the arcology, though. There's been some trouble in the city.
Mina, did you hear that?
Thanks, miss.
You don't know how much this means to us. It could save her life.
Just get some rest for now. I'm glad I could help.
I don't mind bending the rules in order to save her life.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area.
I eavesdropped on the Templar recruiting station in the arcology.
Huh, my lucky day. I see that it pays to have old friends from Tarsus.
The raid is going to happen any minute.
You know this for certain? I should stay in position. How long?
Hard to say. Maybe an hour.
I'll be ready. Thank you. They won't catch me sleeping. I wasn't sure about you at first, but you turned out to be a good woman. If I go down fighting bigots, I guess that's not so bad. This'll be my first real engagement. Hard to believe. The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip. A Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight.
Very well done. This schematic has already proven useful. We have learned that the armor contains a weak spot, triangular in shape, on the back.
Interesting. Anything else?
Would you like to make a purchase?
No thanks.
As you wish.
If I go down fighting bigots, I guess that's not so bad.
Alex D. The information you provided our agent has proven valuable. He was successful against the invaders and would like to thank you. Your future business with Yomar will remain on favorable terms.
Hey, Chicago, great tip. I let him close in and then BAM! Dropped every last one.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I don't have much in the way of a reward, but this showdown just got me a big bonus and put me in tight with the Omar. You're welcome to half. Plus, I'll throw in a little extra since you've made your own contribution to the Templar body count. Good work.
Thanks. I'm just glad things are working out for you. Keep your head down.
You don't have to worry about Leo Jankowski. The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip. This gig is working out. One thing I can't stand is one human being who hates another human being. Know what I mean?
Would you like to make it better?
No thanks.
This gig is working out.
Stand back. SSC on duty.
Miss Withers gave me a call. Thank you so much. You did it!
Everything is arranged. Pretty soon screaming kids will be lined up around the block.
I owe you my life. My career is saved. Let me show you those weapon mods I was talking about. An ammo scavenger, a fragmentary rounds mod, and a glass destabilizer. I got them off an Omar who was crucified at the end of the street. Gruesome scene. The work of the Templars, I'm sure.
Thanks. I'll take the ammo scavenger.
My pleasure. I can't wait to see the faces of those self-satisfied arcology thieves when Pequot shuts down, and I take over the coffee shop on level 107. We just need a foothold in the enclaves. Once they get a taste of all-natural coffee, they will never go back. I hope you don't mind if I take credit for this. It could put me in line for a VP position. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you again.
There were some murders here last night. It's only fair that I warn you.
Gotta keep walking the same crappy beat.
Better late than never, I suppose. There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You could also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
Close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school, but the headmaster assures me that she's safe. Still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally. Close the place down and go. Go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school, but the headmaster assures me that she's safe. Still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
Reassembling tissues. Finished repairing damage.
Take me to Trier, Germany.
What's in Trier?
I'm looking for somebody. That's all you need to know.
What's the name? I've been to Trier many times.
It wouldn't be wise for me to discuss it. Let's go.
As you wish. How fortunate that we found each other. We both lost someone, but now, with each other's help, maybe our luck will change.
I heard that some of the striking workers broke into a meeting and kidnapped Her Holiness. Can you believe it? I am not a seeker, but I hope she does not get hurt. Who knows what happens then? Meanwhile, all hell has broken loose at the Panzerwerks factory. I know the order came here to have a peaceful summit, but they had to know that a riot was possible. They cannot get the factory under control. The workers have seized the facility.
Good luck with your search. Whenever I'm looking for someone in Trier, I start at the Nine Worlds Tavern on the west side of the city. Your odyssey is beginning to intrigue me, Alex.
Sorry, no access to the Black Gate without the proper clearance.
Is something going on?
Nah, it's just another part of the citywide lockdown, along with the curfews, to try to regain control after the riots broke out at Panzerwerks.
How can I get the clearance to other parts of Trier?
Wish I could help. If you have a problem with the new policies, talk to someone at the SSC station across the square. No one's allowed past this point without the proper soft key ID. Sorry, no exceptions. I can't let anyone pass without the security clearance.
Headquarters made it clear. No exceptions. I'm just doing my job here. Talk to someone at HQ.
This is SSC headquarters for Trier. Originally, we planned for holding the summit here, the most secure location. So much for that plan. Things are pretty hectic in the HQ offices now. The SSC Executive Commander and Chairman Dumier are here. I never thought I'd meet both of them.
Live from Cairo, where the headmaster of a Tarsus Academy has been taken into SSC custody. Parents are in an uproar over the discovery that Silas Archer was actually a member of the fanatic anti-biomodification group, the Knights Templar. He has been working undercover at the school with designs on a number of the top students. Apparently, he had orders to murder these children. Fortunately, his plan was uncovered in time.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. One thing I can't stand is imitation. That's why I'm so uncompromising with my music, and that's why I drink Queequegs. A tall, foamy Queequepuccino makes me feel good because I know it was made from real coffee beans grown the old way, organically, by independent farmers. Pretty cool, huh? Not to mention the edge it gives me before a big show. I don't know what I'd do without my Queequegs.
Queequegs, coffee for a new generation. We would all like to feel a bit safer and more in control. Whether it's a concert where people get a little out of hand or a lonely walk home late at night, for the times when you need a little extra punch, Horde Riot Control Products gives you the Stun Prod. You can instantly interrupt the function of an assailant's nervous system, rendering him immobile, but without terminating him, releasing you from any untidy liabilities, just in case your trigger finger was a little itchy. Horde RCP, when you need a little extra punch.
Live from Cairo, where the head...
You should never have jammed those actuators at Panzerwerks and stolen that shipment of welders. Now you will pay.
I keep telling you, we stole nothing.
How stupid do you think we are? Every day we hear the order accuse Panzerwerks of poisoning the river.
We never stole from you. We only employed the necessary tactics to stop you from harming the natural order.
Enough of this garbage. We know what you did, and now you are going to regret it.
I can't handle this. I wish the violence could have been avoided. Thank you for saving me. Truly, the Order is not responsible for those deaths. Thank you for seeing the truth. An eye for an eye. It's too bad it had to end that way. I'm lucky you came along when you did. It's too bad it had to end that way.
Panzerworks finally reached their breaking point. It was bound to happen. They could only take so much needling from the Order. I don't know how they're going to settle the situation at Panzerworks. I hope no one gets hurt.
There was a strike. The workers demanded improved security, but it quickly turned into a riot. A mob from Panzerworks spread into the city and went after anyone wearing an Order robe. SSC got most of the Panzerworks rioters under control pretty quickly, breaking up fights and throwing a few people in jail.
WTO don't raise no fools.
It's not safe!
Drill.
You're not going to get past me.
Her Holiness comes to Trier to make peace, and her gesture is answered with rioting.
Panzerworks did not take kindly to our efforts to open their eyes to the harm they are causing the Earth.
What can we do? I worry for the safety of Her Holiness.
Have faith. This must be part of some greater order we cannot yet see.
Find this troublemaker. Not now, friend. We are discussing the crisis. The Panzerworks factory has erupted into a riot and the violence is spreading.
I just kept one of your fellow Seekers from getting killed by a couple of thugs.
Thank you for your bravery and kindness. We're all in danger now. Panzerworks has erupted into a riot just as Her Holiness arrived in Trier to try to soothe tensions between our church members and the factory's workers.
The WTO and Order have long been at odds. Why the sudden flare-up in Trier?
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop polluting this region and restore to nature what is rightfully hers.
But don't the locals depend on the factory for jobs?
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time. We tried to make this point in our peaceful protests according to Luminon Saman's orders.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still, vandalism's a crime, right?
Only if preceded by an impure motivation. However, since Saman's tactics were not working, Her Holiness came to Trier to try and reach some form of truce. Now we have no idea where she is.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
We were only following Luminon Saman's directives. We had no idea it would come to this.
Meanwhile, we have been accused of theft, which is ridiculous. We are working to protect the Earth. We have no interest in materials or money. If they would only open their eyes. We never hurt anyone, just the machines. It's Panzerworks that started the rioting. Her Holiness came to Trier to settle this peacefully. I'm proud I did what I could to stop that factory from polluting the Earth, but I'm not a thief. These stories about Seekers stealing from the factory are just propaganda. Panzerworks refuses to see the light. Someday they will awaken. Her Holiness came to Trier to settle—
It is true. We have damaged Panzerworks equipment, but we have never hurt any living being nor stolen from them. What could we possibly want to take from that abominable factory? We detest what their industry does to the land. I hope Her Holiness is safe. It is true. We have damaged Panzerworks equipment.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone, strictly enforced since the riots.
So you want me to disarm in the middle of a war zone?
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation procedure before entry. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecode, which will effectively freeze all your weapons. Sensors at the exit will automatically reactivate everything you're carrying when you leave.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on in.
Time again for a dark bullet! In the bullseye today, Chairman Dumier of the WTO. Welcome, Chairman. I admire what you've done for the world community. Hi, Brett. You've proven once and for all that a sound economic infrastructure establishes confidence, trust, and a good life for everyone. Why demean yourself by negotiating with a religious cult?
Well, Her Holiness is a woman who...
I'm embarrassed for you, Chairman. Seriously, you're kneeling before con artists. I'm turning red. Look at me. I'm turning red just thinking about it.
I'm a diplomat, Brett. Her Holiness and I...
Take my advice and call the whole thing off. Encourage them, and you just make the church into a bigger problem. Mark my words. I'm afraid that's all the time we have. A pleasure, as always. This has been another Talk Bullet!
A job's a job.
Alex D. A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think that you've brought me to the right place.
What's the passenger's name?
My instructions forbid me to say.
Maybe I could help if I knew who it was.
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the transceiver in your temporal bone and found some interesting data files.
Those are encrypted files.
I found the key some time ago. I will be using your eyes and ears to gather more data. As compensation, if you need a pilot for any reason, I will be available.
I don't like being spied on.
Your notions of privacy are old-fashioned. It was a love of privacy that brought on the collapse. A love of secrets, plans, and personal possessions.
I still don't like being spied on.
Perhaps I'm too aggressive, but a society in which everyone understands everyone else is something I think we all should strive for.
How about I bug your chopper and make this learning process go both ways?
Very soon we will be connected. A great advance will change what it means to be human, and there will be no further need to conceal information. But that world is not yet here. My chopper is ready when you are.
I'll check back when I need a pilot.
Alex D., you're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory in the gateway to J.C. Denton.
You're Tracer Tong.
I see that Dr. Nassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tong. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of J.C. Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find J.C. Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, J.C. constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees...
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder JC. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization, starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks Union. They are holding her at the Blackgate Laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. You will need the help of the WTO in Order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory.
The time is coming when you will have to choose sides, Alex. Be careful of the other trainees. They won't necessarily see things the way you do. All of our secrets are contained in the cells of your body, but no one will be able to make use of them without JC's help. During the collapse, JC had little choice other than exile. The merger with the Helios AI was unstable. He needed a safe place to retire, where we developed a more compatible biomod architecture. I'm curious about what you will find in the laboratory. Perhaps Her Holiness has learned something about the Templar plans. Be careful of the other trainees. They won't necessarily see things the way you do. You